Your face there went from
yeah, that was like
question to like, whoa.
It's getting really dodgy here.
Why don't we start by introducing the opposition? So we have Team Metzler.
Metzler, we go by Metzler.
That's it.
But I'm Jeanni Seymour.
I'm Justin Metzler.
Aspiring JENGA champions of March 1st, 2018.
Yeah. Little do you know, I'm actually better at JENGA than I am triathlon. So.
Really? Okay.
And Jeanni's great too, so that's more's coming with guns blazing, as you like to say.
Okay. Well, I'm not good at triathlon or JENGA, so this should be fun.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, you got a question?
Oh, I got a
Oh, starting it off with a question yet too.
Oh, this this was Sarah's, wasn't it? How many atoms are in a pencil eraser?
You pulled it. You got to answer it.
Wow, I have no idea.
If you get it within 1 trillion, I'd be very impressed.
Within 1 trillion? That's a lot of trillions.
Yeah.
100 million trillion.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not within 1 trillion. Several hundred billion trillion. Apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. So explain how the training camp has gone for the two of you.
I think it's gone really well. Like, Jeanni and I sort of game planned our camp experience. And
Ooh. I haven't heard of anyone planning out a camp.
Yeah. Well,
explain.
That's part of the benefit of us being a pair and a team. So like we can sort of feed off each other, and there's only 14 athletes here at the camp. But Jeanni and I have the privilege of sort of being together and feeding off each other's energy and making sure that we're doing the right things day in, day out. So our goal was to be the most consistent every day. So I don't think we've knocked out any particular session out of the park, but Jesse always tells us and tries to slam into our heads that consistency over time breeds results, and I think Jeanni and I show that in our everyday life, and we just wanted to bring that to the camp. So.
Oh, so like...
Yeah, I think it was also really important for us to realize that the first few days coming to the heat and humidity are super tough, right?
Yeah.
Especially like we came from snow and we just knew things were going to feel a bit rough. So no matter what, we decided get the legs turning and kind of settle into the heat here, you know, before we can open up and go hard. So yeah.
Where are you coming from?
Boulder, Colorado.
Oh yeah, you're based in Boulder, right?
And it was funny, like last week was last week was probably the worst week, so I'm so glad we came. Yeah.
I've only done one training camp, and it was myself and a coach, and that was it. And it was more like a vacation at the lake, where he turned it into a training camp. But I've never been surrounded by like 12 other talented athletes. So is it easy to come here and have a day where you build more motivation than like your body's ready for?
I think that's the like biggest thing you got to watch out for at a camp, is that you got to kind of like know when to listen to your body. And I think that's what we kind of want to do better this year, is like when we're not feeling good, like it's okay to just go more steady and just get through the session. But then at camp it's like it's hard because there's people competing at sessions sometimes, and you got to kind of just shut things down and be okay with people maybe being far ahead of you in a session, and just being like, you know, everyone's in different spots or everyone feels different, but you kind of just got to follow your own kind of program, I guess.
I'm just trying to show what my definition of pro is, and I've been a pro, this is my 5th year as a pro, so I'm just trying to come here and hopefully people are looking at us and saying, hey look, they're nailing most of the sessions, and maybe I should try and do a little bit of what they do. So yeah, we're just trying to show our proness.
Proness?
Yeah. Oh gosh, this thing's already getting a little top heavy.
I know.
I'm going right here.
Ooh.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You sounded so much more confident 8 seconds ago.
All right. No, we're good. We're good. Don't worry.
Okay.
There it is.
Were you both at Austin? No, you were.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Freezing.
How'd you like that day?
I didn't, and I was so
I raced
silly.
that.
I didn't
Yeah, oh,
put
yeah.
on any layers, so that was kind of a mistake. I was almost hypothermic on the bike, so that was
And I'm the
fun.
Challenge Iceland champion, so I loved it.
Yeah, and not even Iceland was that cold
Yeah.
though.
No, it was freezing.
I don't know
Going
if
with
I
the
can-
backside pull,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
bold
bold.
move.
I don't know if I can suffer 2 losses in a day.
Taren's gonna have to fly out immediately if he loses his
I'm
battle.
done. Yeah, I'm done.
Back to Canada on
shut
home
down
turf.
shut down the YouTube
Yeah.
channel. This is it.
I like this one here. I like in theory this one makes
Oh,
sense,
yeah?
but
No way.
he's not stoked. He's
Yeah,
not keen.
He's not ready.
I talked to the guy that I think he finished 3rd overall amateur. He showed up on the podcast a couple weeks after, 2 weeks after Austin, and he said he was still banged up from that day.
You know what? For about a week after Austin, my legs were absolutely trashed. Like my feet and stuff. I ran real fast there.
That's right, that's Jasper Stevenson and Justin Metzler.
But I don't know what was up. It was just, I think, one of those days. Come on, dude. Because I was racing in China. Whoa. Yeah, I was racing in China 13 days after Austin, and I was wrecked for like a week. Yeah, I think everyone got a bit beat up from that one.
Okay, I'm gonna do this like a tablecloth.
Oh, that was smooth.
It's obviously not his first Jenga
Yeah,
game.
obviously.
So first races are Oceanside.
We've already done our first race.
When? Oh yeah, you won one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Could have been too rough.
Yeah, well, racing that early is like a really risky thing to do, but it was fun.
Jeannie wasn't planning on racing at all, but it was an opportunity for her to
Yeah,
go
we
back.
were still
and-
like in base training. Like I was in the gym like 3 times a week, and Jesse only gave me like a little bit of speed before that race. So I mean, our real season only starts in April, so we'll both be doing Oceanside, obviously more competitive, and this camp's gonna get us fit, so we'll
Yeah.
be ready.
I'm actually flying right from Oceanside to Liuzhou in China.
Oh.
I'm famous in China, so I tend to go back over there.
Well, you're like twice their size.
I know. Well, it's funny, like Jeannie and I will be doing our pre-race sessions, like running up and down the promenades and whatever, and like you got this 6'5" tall, huge guy, and then this little blonde girl. Like people are looking, they're taking selfies with us, running along. It's crazy. Just 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it's a good time going over there.
I really
Uh-oh.
shouldn't have done what I did 2 moves ago.
Taren's under pressure now.
Well, no,
Mm-mm.
I don't think this is smart. This way, however, might be the smartest thing I've ever done.
Really? Oh,
The
so
pull through.
another move.
Solid. That's solid work right there. There we go.
Oh,
Have a
what
question?
you got there?
How many gold medals did Great Britain win at London 2012?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Summer Games, they got 2 with the Brownlee brothers. I know
I
that.
know that. Gold medals.
Okay, gold. Oh,
Gold.
okay, I see. So they got 1 with the Brownlees. I'm gonna guess 14.
Mel's the fact checker.
29.
29.
Wow, 29 golds.
That's
I know.
really good.
That's very impressive.
I know, hey?
That's very
Oh,
impressive.
yeah.
The thing with the golds, especially in the Olympics, like I don't think about it, but in like swimming,
Swimming.
you can win so many medals.
That's right.
Or something like track and field. Like there's so many events, like you can just keep getting them.
I'm going to open myself up to absolute internet hatred and say that I disagree with the amount of medals in swimming. I disagree with the amount of events.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of the same athletes that win multiple medals.
Right.
So I don't think that it tests a different skill.
I agree, 100%. And I get a little bit frustrated. I know triathlon isn't on the same level as swimming or track and field in terms of like global participation or popularity, but I do think some point down the road, and I think in our careers, Ironman triathlon might be in the Olympics.
That would be awesome.
And I would love that. And I don't think it should be,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say Ironman, I should say long distance. I think
Long
it should be the
course,
ITU
yeah.
long course distances.
ITU long course,
So
okay.
4K swim, what is that, 120K?
But non-drop, yeah, the
110,
non-drop.
120?
Yeah, I think 120K bike and then 30K
30K
run.
run.
Everyone always asks me, oh, you're a professional triathlete, are you going to go to the Olympics or have you done an Ironman? Those are the only 2 questions I get asked. I'm doing my first Ironman this year, so maybe I can take that one off the box. But I'd love to say, like, as an athlete who specialized in long course at a young age and never really went down the ITU pipeline, it'd be great to have the opportunity to race for an Olympic medal. And I think that would elevate long course triathlon to such a huge extent, because then you'd get kids coming into long course a little bit sooner. And everyone's like, oh, you got to race ITU to get the speed first. I'm like, look, man, the game's changing. Oh, we got a little tilt there, Eiffel Tower style.
Oh man.
Yikes.
I needed a stable block up top really quickly there.
Yeah.
Long course in the Olympics. I've never thought of that. I think that would open it up, because I find that short course is so tip of the spear with speed. It limits it to an age range and a aerobic max that kind of takes the stories of like Sarah Crowley, Laura Siddle, that are really talented athletes that can make a go of it in long course.
Look at this block. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, like you've basically got to be an ITU development athlete for your entire life since you were 15, or you're not going to the Olympics.
Well, the crazy thing is, I was telling you the story earlier. I was saying, like, I was even in the USA Triathlon Elite Developmental Program as a kid, as a junior. And they just said I didn't have it cut out for me. And I know from my physiology now that I am naturally more suited to long course, but there really should be two disciplines for the people who are a super short mixed relay athlete, people who are an ITU athlete, and then people like me or Jeanni who are long course athletes who chose that or are physiologically more predisposed to that success in that area. I think that could be a thing down the road.
I like that, because it does test a different skill.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, baby. See, now the stack on, can I put on this side? Is that cool, or do I have to go in the middle?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's say there are no rules.
Because otherwise, we're going to have a problem.
You would have had a problem.
Yeah.
I would have been perfect.
No, Metzler would have had a problem. I got to look out for us.
I don't know if you guys can tell from any of your angles how much it's leaning towards Taren.
Oh, yeah. It's got to.
Really?
That's why I put this block on this side.
Yeah.
This is like looking at your own death.
It is. I don't feel good about any of these.
You can get it. You're going to get it.
Well, get it out. But
Does that count?
Does that count?
it's
I don't know. He's got to
stay
get
up
it
for 10
to stay.
seconds.
Okay.
We're not touching this thing for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Hands off here.
Yes.
Oh, good game. Good game.
Nice job. Yes, good game.
Taken down by Metzler.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's really challenging to beat Metzler, so maybe you'll try
I know.
again.
Yes. Choose your block and your question wisely.
Let's do like how many hours on average do you sleep or something? You sleep a lot.
I like that.
All right. Yeah, this is a very, very specific question. You guys have to remember it. How many hours on average does Metzler sleep?
That's what I'm saying.
I like it.
I don't know.
So thank you for letting us stick cameras in your faces while you suffer through training camp. Do you want to tell everyone where they can find Metzler on social media?
I'll be on Facebook. I have an athlete page at Jeanni Seymour, professional triathlete. Twitter, Jeanni Seymour, and Instagram at Jeanni Seymour.
Best to find me on the gram, Big Mets Try.
I like that.
That'll
the gun show yesterday.
That'll take you anywhere you want to go.
I was so proud of that Instagram story yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? People are giving me a lot of crap for the cutting the jersey, but
Really?
we brought down like 5 kits, and Jeanni said you're only allowed to cut 2 of them. She said I'm not letting you cut any more of them.
You have a wicked good tan line.
I know, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You can already see it. It's coming in nice and smooth. I kind of messed up one of the arms. I don't know if you saw that yesterday. But the back's all like messed up.
No, it looked crisp. I didn't even think that it was.
Someone
cut.
thought it was a sleeveless jersey. Like,
That was what I thought.
Like kind of cuts a little bit. We have this little
I
flap.
chopped them off like 15 seconds before we rolled out one day, and I was like, "This is gonna be sweet."
Breezy.
This is happening. Deal with it.